From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That's a game.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Darnold from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20.
3rd down.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete.
Darnold, from the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
For the Jets.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Grant. Oh, twisting away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
7-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Tua going to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Looking deep downfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
Intercepted by the
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. Fancy footwork at the 45. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
2 and now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, Miami.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On first down, here's Breida. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
First and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week, as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off of play action. Tagovailoa brought in over the middle by Graham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First down.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second down, Tua. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Albert Wilson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brings up fourth down.
So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll air this one out from Mims. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Jets 14, Dolphins 10. Set to kick off.
There's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Tua now on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
To Matt Breida.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Tua's throw going to find his running back, Breida. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Breida. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 25-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
It's third down and 11.
Looking to pass. Tua. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Darnold now to throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Darnold. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Darnold completes it, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, Darnold. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, it's a line pass. Quit talking about it, man, ain't he?
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Sam Darnold, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Now it's Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Hunter Bryant. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua, the final shot before half. And that is going to be a safety. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third-quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bell. Room here to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. They'll roll him out right. They'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again is Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Jets 30, Dolphins 13. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First down, Miami.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. This is Breida. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 35.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
For a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a pass taken in by the tight end, Herndon. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tua going to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
Now the former 4th-round pick is Kalen Ballage. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On the delay, it's Howard. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. So he visits pay dirt for a 2nd time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either, to find the end zone for the 2nd time. Yet his team's still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Rolling to his right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a gain of 16. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
Now, they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. To throw is Darnold. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Darnold, a quick throw out to Mims on the perimeter. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Kyle Van Noy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And this is caught at the 8. inside the 5 to the 4. And that catch will put him right at the 250-yard mark. What a game receiving. Unreal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Hunter Bryant with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
1st and 10 at their own.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to Devontae Parker.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On the play. 1st down, Dolphins.
Now Balaj. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he comes back with one complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Grant.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. 37. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now. And they're 3 scores down.
And some room to maneuver. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big run that time by Bell. 55 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they will take a knee here.
Darnold on the keeper. It's a loss of 1.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
At the 6-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Darnold on the keeper. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Jets 44, Dolphins 20.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They run it with Balaj. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Looking to pass. Tua. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. And they'll come out with a 3-tight-end look on the first play of the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got this one completed to Mims.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, the streak is over as they finally get a win after 10 losses to start the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.